Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1661. I almost didn't come on this morning. I just got out of the shower, slept in a little bit. Went late on eBay Live last night. Did over 200 auctions last night. Went until I think right at midnight. I'm pretty much it's taken about 7 months to figure out how long is it going to take to do 200 auctions? And with extended bidding, it's about right at 4 hours, like right smack dab at 4 hours. So went till about midnight last night. Yesterday was very productive in terms of preparing for Cubs convention next week. I've been, and I'm still stressing, and I'll probably, as we get closer to next week, which is actually just a couple days away now, I think I was behind the 8 ball because I was so behind in making the Cubs cards for kids packs. And part of that was because I needed more like modern players, but I picked up a bunch over the last few weeks. And then just being in complete disarray. I mean, just look at this room. It's complete disarray. So that's probably part of why, I'm stressing out a bit, but I think I've filled up. I've got a storage tub behind me. I filled up one of these. So that one I want to fill 2, but I don't think with 5 days remaining, I don't think I'm going to fill up a second one. But I've kind of pivoted, and now I'm getting my inventory organized because I don't have anything organized for my inventory. I mean, I do have it organized, and I did a lot of sleeving yesterday for like I've decided to do $2 cards instead of $1 cards. Booth space is really expensive, and as I started to like think about it, it's like people are going to grab. I mean, even the difference between $1 and $2 is going to be very minimal, I think, with how many cards I sell. I'm going in basically I'm treating this as anything I sell is like a bonus. Like, this is all marketing for me. Like, I'm doing the live stream. I'm a presence, giving away cards. My QR code, it's just basically pushing my eBay live stream, giving back with the cards, and anything that I can make on top of that is gravy. So I've been putting inventory together, and I know I'll sell some cards. Like, that's just a foregone conclusion. I'm the only card guy there. I looked at. I think where's the map? I'm right next to Pat Hughes, the legendary Pat Hughes. So I'm super stoked about that. The other side of me, so my neighbors are Pat Hughes, great neighbor to have. And the other neighbor is a shoe. They make custom shoes, and I looked them up. I'm like, these are awesome. And then I looked at the price. They're like $700. Oh, crap. Let's see. All right. So all right. There's a map. I have a map somewhere. Oh, it might be here. Here we go. All right. So the only outside vendors are Obvious Shirts, Toyota, So Legit Customs. So Legit Customs, and they're the shoes. And then me and Pat Hughes. There's Summer Camp. There's not even, I don't even think there's 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who's that? Oh, they're the clothing. PD Sports and More. I can't remember. So, or I can't read it. And then the other booths are the minor leagues. So there's basically like 5 outside vendors. So that's a pretty good. I have zero competition when it comes to, like, if anybody wants cards at the Cubs convention, I'm the guy. So that's going to be cool. Now the like South Bend Cubs, they'll sell their team sets. Knoxville Smokies, Myrtle Beach, Iowa, they all have booths in our area. So it's South Bend Cubs, Champion Forward, which is the soccer. I don't know which soccer club that is. Chicago, I guess. The Shoes, me, Pat Hughes, Summer Camps, Iowa Cubs, Myrtle Beach Pelicans, Knoxville Smokies, and then the Sports and More, which I'm pretty sure they are like licensed MLB licensed apparel. So looking forward to it. I've bought a bunch of stuff on eBay, and I'm just like, I'm for the first time, not the first time, but very rarely do I track my shipments. But now it's like I'm pretty much everything I've bought over the last couple of days is for Cubs convention. Actually, everything I've bought on eBay is for Cubs convention, and I'm like, oh my God, is it going to get here? Is it going to get here? So some of it's going to be for my eBay live streams, and then some of it will be in the showcase. I bought a lot of lots, like player lots, especially guys that like Christian Betancourt. I think I mentioned this the other day. Christian Betancourt, Colin Ray, players. I just bought a lot of Jeff Brigham. They signed him to a minor league contract. Now, is he going to be at Cubs convention? Sometimes they, even on short notice like that, they will have them come out to Cubs convention. But and unfortunately, like I even had some buddy of mine send me a text yesterday, and he's like, hey, do you have any inside information on the player list that's going to be there? And I'm like, no. I wish I did, because I am like, I don't know what cards to pull like for the veterans. Now, I'm pulling everything from the current roster. That's just a given. Most of the players will be there anyway. Seiya Suzuki likely won't be there. Shota Imanaga likely won't be there, but people will still want to buy their cards. We know the 2016 players that are going to be there. So I'm bringing those. Plus I'm going to bring like the legend, Ernie Banks, Billy Williams, Ron Santo, Ryan Sandberg, Mark Grace, Greg Maddux, Andre Dawson, Jake Arrieta, Javi Baez, Chris Bryant. Those guys won't be there. But people, since it's the 2016 reunion, people will probably be like, oh, do you have any Javi Baez rookies? Yeah, I do. Here you go. So looking forward to it. So today's a shipping day. I did a stream last night. I did a stream Wednesday night. I didn't do any shipping Wednesday night. I'm like, I'm just going to consolidate and do a shipping day on Friday. Thursday, I wanted to focus. I wanted to be 100% focused on Cubs stuff, which is what I did. And I was very disciplined and got a lot done with it yesterday. So I'm proud of myself. So, and I went to the card shop yesterday. I was the plan yesterday was to go to the card shop to see if they had any Cubs stuff that I could take, like higher end stuff. Did not. The only thing he had was he had a really nice Cam Smith auto PSA 10, like Bowman Sterling. Sticker on it was 160, and I'm like, I didn't want it. It would probably be for my own collection, because it wouldn't do well on eBay Live. Cam Smith has not done well on eBay Live. And he's no longer a Cub. He's with the Astros. So I'm like, it would be either for my PC, and it's like, I don't really want it for my PC. So I passed on that. Now, I did find in some quarter boxes, I did find some players. I was like Edward Cabrera, who the Cubs just traded for this week. So I picked up some Edward Cabrera rookies out of the quarter box. There was a couple of Ryan Rollison, who just signed this week. So I was able to pick up some of those out of the quarter boxes. And then I picked up some decent stuff yesterday for my eBay live stream, and everything sold last night, that's the power of eBay Live. Now, did I make money on every single card I bought? No, but I made money. And I bought the cards at 4 p.m. and sold them at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. So I think the worst I did was the Connor Bedard rookie patch. I think I paid $54. It sold for $40. I bought a few Bo Nix rookies, and Bo Nix is all of a sudden fired up again. So I sold one of them for $16, paid $1 for it. Second one, paid $1 for it, sold for, I think, $9. Adley, I bought an Adley Rushman PSA 10 rookie, paid $18 for it. I think it sold for like 40, maybe 50. The Paul Skeens, that was the highest priced card I bought, and I almost I almost didn't buy it, but I'm like, you know what? Screw it, because Paul Skeens does really well in my streams, and he did really well. I think I paid after my discount. I think I paid just standard 10% discount. I think I paid $135 for it, and it sold for, I believe, $185. And then there was some other, like, there was what else was there? There was something else that I bought for like $1 or $2, and it sold for like $25. So there was some good stuff that ended up selling. There was a Curry numbered to 9. It was a number to 9. Oh, Mahomes. I paid $2 for a Mahomes out of 99. And I'm like, he's hurt. Chiefs aren't in the playoffs. I'll double my money, make $4 or $5. And it sold for like 25. There was a Curry number to 99. Now that sticker was 20, and I think I got 22 out of it, 23, 24, somewhere in there. So so overall it was a good trip, and I picked up some stuff I needed for Cubs convention, and was able to make a little bit of money with some of the higher end stuff I bought. So I'm going to do a stream tonight. I've got the link in the description. Tonight's stream is going to be, I'm going to focus on kind of lotting things up tonight. So I may do less auctions with more lots, because I'm down to a lot of singles that are just like, they're not like big. Like, I'm out of Ohtani, I'm out of Skeens, I'm out of Kobe, I'm out of Caitlin Clark, I'm out of a lot of that stuff, which is, some of the, so taking requests just doesn't, it's going to be like, sorry, I don't have it. 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 So tonight we're just going to be, I'm going to try to put some lots together. Last night I ended up doing a few lots. Like, I had some player lots bunched together. It's like, let's just do a 10 card Jose Canseco lot that did really well. Some of my lots have done pretty well the last few nights. So I'm going to do some lots. So a good chance to get some good deals. What else? Oh, and while I was sorting yesterday, I like having some background, and I watched some hobby content in the morning, and then I wanted to watch Black Phone 2. Have you seen Black Phone? Great movie. I discovered it. I think it came out in 2022 or 23. We were still in the old house, and I had it on in my dungeon at the old house. And it was just something like that I had in the background, but all of a sudden it's like, I'm listening. It's more audio for me as I'm shipping. And I'm like, well, this sounds interesting. And all of a sudden I'd click to the window and I'd start watching. And so I ended up just watching the whole movie at one point. Maybe that day, I can't remember, but Black Phone 2 came out, I think, around Halloween this year. And this is Squirrel. I'm multitasking, taking stickers off of one touches. So I saw Black Phone 2 as I was looking for wrestling, which is no longer on Peacock anymore. So I saw Black Phone 2 on Peacock. So I'm like, but I didn't have time. Whatever day it was. So I checked in on it yesterday. And I went to click on it, and it's like it's like preview, and it's like, I don't want to watch the preview. I want to watch the movie. So it's not on Peacock yet. So I assume in the next couple months it's going to be on Peacock, whatever it is. But so I'm like, I'm kind of in the mood for a thriller, a suspense, a mind bender. And so there wasn't really anything on Peacock. So I went to Tubi, which Tubi has some great like thrillers and horror movies, And so I went to Tubi. And they had a movie that came out last year. It's actually got a pretty good cast. Lawrence Fishburne's in it, Jordana Brewster. It's called The Cellar Door. And very good movie. Check it out. It's on Tubi, free app. And there was a nice twist at the end that I didn't see coming. And it's kind of one of those like psychological thrillers. It's not I wouldn't call it a horror movie, because I think there's only one murder that takes place, like one murder that you know of. The rest is just like, in your head. Was there murder? So check it out. The Cellar Door. Good movie. All right, I'll stop picking at these stickers. All right, let's go to the chat. Orlando, what's going on? Good morning. Happy Friday. Florida baseball card dude in the house. Orlando says Hurricanes going to the national championship. I had the game on during my stream last night, and I'm like, I think I'm going to go for Ole Miss. I'm going to root for Ole Miss. Now, I've been a Miami, I'm going to say rooter, because I don't like using the term fan when I'm a bandwagoner. And I have been a bandwagon Miami Hurricanes fan, rooter. So I have rooted. I have a Miami Hurricanes hoodie somewhere in my dresser somewhere. But I'm like, the Ole Miss story is kind of wild. Like the coach, like Lane Kiffin and all that stuff. And I'm like, I kind of like their quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss. It's a great name, first off. And he's a fun quarterback to watch. I'm like, I don't know anything. Like at first I'm like, I don't know anything about Miami or Ole Miss. Like I really don't care who wins. And honestly, I didn't care who won. But then while the game progresses, here I am picking again. While it's bothering me that there's stickers on these one touches. But as the game progresses, it's like, oh, this is fun. Now I'm just rooting for a good game. Like I don't mind. I don't care who's going to win. I just kind of want a good game. Not that I'm paying close attention to the game, but at the end I did. And it turned out to be an all-timer, an instant classic. So then as Miami's down and they're driving, now all of a sudden I'm rooting for the Hurricanes. I'm like, God, I hope Miami wins this. So how about it? And it's also nice that the SEC lost and the SEC sucks. So that's kind of nice. That's always nice. So now we gotta root for the Hoosiers tonight. We need Indiana versus Miami in the Natty, which is I think a week from Monday. I think is when the national championship game is. So, I'm going to say, I haven't talked too much college football on here. I'm going to say, I actually like, for the first time in the history of college football, I actually like the postseason format now. I'm semi-engaged. I'm not fully engaged. I am semi-engaged. And I think it's 12. I think 12 is the perfect number. If it went to 16, I don't think it wouldn't ruin it, but I kind of like the 12. I think once you get to 16, it's like, God, that's, I think, a bit too much. Initially, I wanted a 16-team playoff. Initially, 4 was awful. Like, that's not even a playoff. That's just a freaking, that's not, I don't know what to call it, but it's not a tournament. It's not a playoff. It's a couple games is all that is. So I like the 12-team playoff format. I like that Notre Dame didn't get in. And wasn't it Miami that they said Notre Dame should have got in over Miami? And that's usually what happens. It's like, who was it one year? They were a 12. They were a play-in 12, and they got into the Final Four in the March Madness. It was VCU. It was Shaka Smart when he was at VCU, and they're like, VCU shouldn't be in the tournament. They're lucky they got in the play-in game, and then they go on to the Final Four. It's like, suckers, take that, you experts. So Miami. So I'm glad Miami. And the thing is, if the roles were reversed in last night's game and Ole Miss made the comeback, I would be talking the same thing. Like, I'm glad Ole Miss won, just without the S. Like, oh yeah, they're in the SEC. Without that, but I'm glad Miami won. It's fun. And I feel like college football is back when Miami is winning. Miami, Florida State. And I think that's just for me nostalgia purposes, because when I was growing up, Miami and Florida State were, top teams. When I was a bandwagon fan of both, by the way. I was never a Gators fan, but I rooted for both the Seminoles and the Hurricanes at points in my youth. Gem City's in the house. Good morning. Michael Irvin is belting them to the championship. Old crazy-ass Michael Irvin. Jody's in the house. What's going on? Good morning. Unicorn is here. What's happening? Max says, hook eBay into your expenses. So eBay is, we actually had a call this week. eBay's like all in on this. And I'm not sure what all they can do. But I posted something on LinkedIn, and Caroline, who is she's like the boss of eBay Live. She's like the head executive of eBay Live. She commented on my post. EJ, who is one of the top account people. So he shot me an email. So I had a call with EJ and one of my other reps. And we did a little brainstorming this week on Zoom, and it goes, the thing about eBay, and somebody messaged me yesterday about a question with eBay. And the thing with eBay is it is a labyrinth. Just to get like one question answered, you've got to go through it's red tape. It's like any big corporation. There's red tape. You may have a rep, but they've got somebody and they've got somebody, and all of a sudden you've got 8 people. I mean, I've probably been in direct contact with 25 different people from eBay over the course of my eBay Live selling for different things. There's somebody for like the categories, there's somebody for the onboarding, there's the recruiter, there's the salesperson, there's the trainer, which I only had to, they're like, you know more than we do, so you're going to go on to the next level of this. So there's a ton of people that there was a feedback issue where I went through the automated system. I'm not going to bother my reps on like just trivial stuff. I know how short-staffed, believe it or not, eBay is short-staffed, at least when it comes to the live side, and they've added a ton of people. So just on feedback, I'm like, hey, is there any way, like, you have somebody? And I think I had to go through like 3 different people to finally get to the right person. So they have to go through various people to get anything approved, and it's a process. So it's not like, hey, we're doing this, all right, here you go. So they do have some stuff at minimum. They're gonna send out notifications, push notifications on my streams during Cubs convention. So that's at minimum. They've also have some other ideas to go in on it, but all that has to be approved. So I'm not banking on anything, but just the boost alone from eBay is going to be gold. Unicorn says, I think that's a good right. Oh, you goddamn better believe that's going on my expense report. Marketing events can be write-offs. Absolutely. Every dime that's a part of next weekend is going to be a part of my expenses. The Century's in the house. Good morning. Gem City says, got to meet Pat last year. He's so freaking awesome. He's a legend, living legend, Pat Hughes. Something about oil. Unicorn says, Uncle Sam is going to love you. TK, Uncle Sam is going to love me. I already know. I've got my report. TK, what's going on? Good morning. Victor's in the house. Do you sell more lots or singles? I remember you were big on singles, but made a transition to selling more lots. I remember that interview you did with Ty. So I've never really been in on lots. I have done lots in the past with my Buy It Now. So I don't know if you're familiar, but I have 83 listings in my eBay store now. I am fully devoted to live selling. So I did a little bit with lots. I did some player lots, and it was a mixed bag. Some stuff would move fast. I did some testing with Michael Jordan. Don't sell Michael Jordan in lots because you can sell those singles all day long. Some of the hot names, it's like you can list them faster. You can sell them faster than a 20 card, 50 card lot. I know lots work for a lot of people. It just didn't work for the way I was doing things. It wasn't working. Now with live selling, it's a little different. Lots can be very good, but mostly in terms of getting rid of inventory, especially the lower end stuff. As I start to kind of climb in value and try to get my average sales price up, I don't want to mess around with stuff that this is only going to sell for $2. I don't want to mess around with that stuff, so I can lot it up. And if I can sell 10 of them and get $2, get $1 a card, my average sales price on that item, if I get $1 a card on a 10 card lot, we're at $10. Now, it does take a little bit longer on the auction because I've got to show off all the 10 cards. So it's a little slower, but for the most part, I'm still high on singles. Lots are definitely, it's a part of the process. I'm going to say, I don't want to preach one way. If you want to do, like, I'm having success on live selling, and I know some people aren't fit for live selling and don't want to do it. I think it's a really good way to move. Even if you're not good at talking, you can still have success. Even if you don't have social media, it helps, but you can have success on live selling and just have it as a tool in your arsenal. I've basically abandoned buy it now selling just because I'm having the success I'm having on live selling. Now, am I going to have the success for the rest of my selling days? Hopefully. But it's unlikely. Is the hobby going to be where it's at like this all the time? Probably not. Everything is cyclical. But I'm not going to let up based on what I'm doing right now, because there may come a time where things are a little slower. So I want to have some reserves built up, right? So there's not a and I had a boss in my last sales job, and he would always say, and one of his biggest sayings was, there is no magic key. Like, I can't sit here and tell you how to do better in sales, like by saying, do this, because it's just, there's a lot to unpack and there's a lot of ways to succeed. And that is so true. And you can succeed doing just about anything. It may not be for you. Like, well, live selling, I don't want to do 5 or 6 shows a week live selling. That's okay. I don't want to sit and ship all day. And that's okay. I don't want to buy raw and send off to grading. That's okay. Some people do that. I don't want to go sift through sport lots and ComC to flip on eBay or at a card show. I don't want to set up at a card show. That's okay. Some people prefer card shows. Some people prefer the flipping on ComC. Some people prefer grading. Some people prefer buy it now. Some people prefer whatnot, live selling, whatever. There's lots versus singles. I think lots are a good, this is my personal opinion. I think the base should be singles and lots should be an extension of that. That's just me. Some people will say the opposite. Lots should be your base and singles can be your, it's how you set your business up. And my business was always set up to do singles. And I did some lots here and there, and they did sell. And it's nice to get that boost on your average sales price, get that average sales price up a little bit. But there's no one way. There's no right way. There's no magic key. There's several different things you can do. And none of them are wrong. Well, unless it's illegal or unethical, then that's wrong. JB's in the house. What's going on? Good morning. Hate, I fell asleep last night and missed the lots. Did you miss the lots? I didn't run too many. I guess I ran, what lots did I run? I ran a Jose Canseco lot. I ran a Montana lot. I ran a Deion Sanders lot. I ran a Josh Allen lot. I ran a random football lot. I ran a random vintage baseball lot. I think that was early in the night. I ran a couple of random football lots. So I guess I did run some lots, just trying to get rid of some of the dollar stuff. Basically the dollar card stuff that are not Ohtani, Skeens, Drake May, Caleb Williams, that. Gem City says horror and mayoral, both important to pronounce correctly, right? Boom Slang's here. What's going on? Good morning. Dairyland, what's happening? Wanted Miami to win so the Big Ten can crush Irvin's soul. Actually, he doesn't have a soul. Orlando says the new format is exciting in the college football playoffs. Yeah, I like it. It's actually, I like it. Maybe 16 would be a little bit better. 4 teams better. I don't know, but I like where it's at. I think they should keep it. Are they going to expand it to 16 in the future? Has that been settled? I can't remember if that was going to be the case. I think it's going to be 12. I don't think there's been any action toward expansion, but I like the way it is. Of course, if there's a way to make more money, they will expand it. And hey, I don't blame, it's a business. I don't blame them. Red Light, good morning. Dairyland says 8 teams, couple round 1 games were not pretty. Yeah. Max says there will always be somebody left out. Exactly. Notre Dame gets, quote, snubbed. But if you go to 16, Notre Dame was the 13th team. If you go to 16, you're going to have a snub because the 17th team should have made the field. It doesn't matter. And you're exactly right. 100%. There are snubs with 68 teams in the NCAA tournament. VCU is one of them, and they get to the Final Four. Or they shouldn't have been in. It's like Coastal Carolina should have been in instead of VCU. And VCU goes on and makes the Final Four. But that's just the way it is. Yeah. And the only way there's not going to be a snub is if you do a playoff with every single team, like high school basketball. And you don't want to do that because then you get snoozers. And then it's not even like, what's the goal? Like there is no play. Like that's not even a playoff. That's just a tournament. It's good for those SEC players. They can get back to the books earlier, right? Yeah. Study up down there. At a minimum, get a free lunch or 2 out of it. I'll get something. I'll get something out of it. Gem City says, I'm going to just message people on LinkedIn. LOL. Isn't that how you got in contact with eBay? Yeah, it was. Yeah. With my transaction fees, I just connected with a bunch of eBay people and, just kept messaging until I got an answer and it actually led to a Zoom call with, it was a customer service guy. Actually, the first person that messaged me, actually, there were 2 people within the sports categories that messaged me back. One said, I'll look into it and just kind of thought I'd forget about it. I don't forget. Not when it came to that. And then the second person was like the boss of the categories. And actually, I met them at the National at our eBay Live thing. And they gave me a little refund. And then finally, like it was still happening. I still didn't have my answer. I reached out. So then I started going into customer service, and one of the customer service guys messaged me back, and great guy. I mean, no wonder he's in customer service. And he hooked me up with somebody that was working that launched the managed payments. And we had a Zoom call. And I told him, I'm like, this is not what's happening. And he's like, no, that's not how it's built to work. And I'm like, well, it's built wrong. Now, I didn't say that, but maybe alluded to it. And then finally they came back and like, just as we discussed on the phone, this is what's happening. I'm like, that's what I told you was happening. And you said, no, that's not how it was built. But at least I got an answer. At the very least, I got my answer and I was able to fix it. Gem City says, Max is right. Get a meal. Dairyland says, sounds like a lot of payroll in eBay. Lean that up and don't steal from sellers with new promotion scheme. Gem City says, Paul Carl is the king of lots. He went all in on it. Jamie says, it's hard for me to stay awake past 11 Eastern. Tonight, I'll be till the end. We'll probably go, and like I mentioned earlier, tonight's going to be a lot heavy because I've got so much lower dollar stuff that I just need to get rid of. And I've got my buddy is doing some buying for me at the Waukesha show. I'm going to stay home to focus on tomorrow. I'm going to go back to focusing on Cubs convention prep. I've even made a checklist. Check me out. I have even made a checklist. I just got a phone call from a local number. That always didn't leave a voicemail though. All right. So I made a checklist, a whole bunch of stuff. I got to make signs. I want to buy a small table for behind, just a small one. They provide I think a 6x3 table. And then I need a small table for my like streaming. So, so yeah, where was I at? Let's see. Oh, so tonight I'm going to go lot heavy just to get rid of some of the bulk I have. My buddy's buying in Waukesha tomorrow. So we'll meet up at some point early next week. And then tomorrow I'll focus on Cubs convention, more inventory wise. I want to really nail down. I feel like I'm in a pretty good place. I still don't think I have enough Cubs for kids packs, but I think I'm in a good place. I think I'm at like 600, which I was kind of striving to get to 5. But I think I made a couple hundred yesterday alone. So I think I'm in a good spot for now. So now my focus can turn to organizing the Cubs, $2 boxes, get the $5 boxes, I've got stacks of one touches for my showcase stuff and for some of the auctions. So I feel like I'm in a good place. Let's see. Gem City says he's finally learned the paper list method. So I've got so my list is on my phone. I use the notes. That's my accountant that just called. Shit. And I even have a checklist. I even have a checklist. CubsCon checklist. It's not even, I need my superfractor. My gold chain for the superfractor. All right. Get cash bag. I still need to print signs. Oh, I need to order ink for my printer. I'm out of color. Max says, not looking forward to the drive tomorrow for the show, but hopefully will be a busy weekend. Are you going to Waukesha tomorrow? When you say lot, how many are in each lot? So it'll vary. Mostly 10. 10's a nice, easy number for me. It doesn't take too long. Once I do bigger lots, it's just, I'll probably do some progressives where it just depends. The more bids that come in, the more cards get added to the pile. So I may do some progressives. I will do some progressives actually. But most of the lots, like the pre-made lots, will be 10 cards. It's just it's easier that way. Oh, Rapids. Oh, you've got long drive. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. So no shows for me tomorrow. And yeah, I've got. I was thinking, well, maybe I'll go to Bonsai this afternoon. It's like maybe let's get rid of some of this stuff before I buy more stuff. Although there are players and stuff that I am in need of. But I do need some Cubs. Can't remember if he had any or not. But next Waukesha show, I hope to be there. Would have done this one, but already booked Rapids for the same day. Oh, hey, speaking of booking, Max, I do have all of the dates. Contracts are signed. So the 2026 schedule, and I'm going to get this posted today on the website and the Facebook page and the social media. So obviously the next Madison Card Show is January 24th at the Alliant Energy Center. I think we're pretty much sold out. Let's see. I think there may be a couple Pokemon tables left. I think sports, there might be one sports room table left. I had a couple bookings yesterday. Let's see. Oh, I need to go to see tables. All right. No, sports room's completely sold out. Wow, the atrium's completely sold out. There are 2 Pokemon tables left. So that's it. So everything is sold out with the exception of 2 Pokemon tables for January 24th. February 21st is also back at the Alliant Energy Center. I will get that set up for booking after I come back from CubsCon. So the week of the January show, I'll get the rebooking link going, and I'll have a deadline. I need a calendar. All right, so the rebooking deadline will be all right. So 20. That's the week of the show. Probably does that give you enough time? Probably I want to give it like a solid 2 weeks for rebooking. So if I open it up the 19th, so yeah, like Monday the 2nd, Monday, February 2nd. That's a good. So February 21st will be due by February 2nd. Then I'll open it up over the next couple. I'll give it like 2 days for anybody that doesn't rebook and anybody that wants to move. I'll get that map. So give me a couple days for that. And maybe like Friday the 6th, I'll open it up for anybody. And then that's where they select from the map. So January 24th, Alliant Energy Center. February 21st, Alliant. March 29th is the Pokemon show. That's Sunday, March 29th at the hotel, the Madison Marriott South. There is no sports show in March. Dates were not available, and I'm not available the other weekends. April 25th is the Madison Card Show. April 26th is the Madison Pokemon Show. That's at the hotel. May 30th is the Madison Card Show. May 31st is the Madison Pokemon Show at the hotel. June 27th is the Madison Card Show. June 28th is the Madison Pokemon Show at the hotel. July 25th, that's the Saturday leading into the National, which is back in Chicago this year, Rosemont. July 25th, that's at the Alliant Energy Center. So we're back after, 4 months away. So we're back at the Alliant on July 25th. August 29th is the Madison Card Show. And August 30th is the Madison Pokemon Show at the hotel. September 19th, the 26th, was not available for either venue. So we're doing a little earlier. I think it's still the third Saturday, but I aim for the last Saturday each month. Sometimes it just doesn't work out with the venue scheduling, though. September 19th is at the Alliant Energy Center. October 31st, Halloween show, Madison Card Show, Halloween at the hotel. November 1st is the Madison Pokemon Show at the hotel. November 28th is the Saturday right after Thanksgiving. That is at the Alliant Energy Center. December 26th, the day after Christmas, is also at the Alliant Energy Center. And those dates are booked and contracts are signed for the rest of the year. So there you go. Let's see. 3-4 minutes depending on lights. Nice. Jamie says the video receipt works on the MacBook, but the iPad, not so much. It's a nice feature I didn't know about. Thank you. Yes. So if you're buying on eBay Live, there is now a video receipt feature, which is really awesome. So instead of like reaching out and saying, hey, you went so fast, I didn't see the card. I didn't get a screenshot. What card did I win? You just go to your item and you can click on the little 3 buttons or whatever where you bought it. I think, have I bought? Yeah, I bought some stuff from Stream last week, I think. Oops, I want to go here, purchases. So I just want to share where exactly. Oh, they still haven't. Still hasn't shipped. Damn, and there's a couple of cards that I need for next week. All right, anyway. Here I am, the guy that doesn't ship fast. All right, track package. Oh, wait, no, I just want to go in. All right, so go into your purchases. And where the hell is it? Here I am. I can't. Oh, so go into your purchases, click on the item, and then towards the middle, click on more actions. Thank you, Jamie. I just see that. Click on more actions, and then it says view video receipt. And then you click on that, and it's supposed to pop up. So I don't think the iPhone, it works very well either. It's not opening up. Desktop preferred, apparently. Here, I wonder, I'll show you. So on the desktop, we'll just show you on the desktop. Purchase history. All right, so go into your purchase history. Go down. Bought a lot of Cubs stuff this week. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. All right. So here, this was a live stream. So just go to your purchase history, find your eBay live purchase. So this was from Stoner Sports. Click on more actions, click on video receipt, and then it pops this one up. And there, that was my Hulk Hogan 1 of 1. I forgot I bought that. So there you go, and it shows exactly what it was. And I think, did it go for? I think it went for like 75. Let's see. Let's watch this auction. GWRBI's in the house. Late, but hey, we're always late here. It's almost 10:30. I got to get going. I got some shipping to do. Oh, did I get? Oh no, 53. Oh, I could go back to the screen and see how much I paid for it. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, 59, 62. Hulk Hogan 101. By the way, I'm going to auction this off for Wrestling Night. I think 77 comes to mind. I think this went for 77. Nope, 68. Oh, maybe. Oh, 77 was probably how much I paid after shipping and tax. So I'm going to auction that Hulk Hogan 1 of 1. And that's a pretty cool. I know it's a leaf, but it's a really cool photo, and it's a nice card. So that's going to be part of my next Wrestling Night, which is scheduled. I don't think anybody in here cares about wrestling, but I have some viewers that do on eBay Live. Wrestling Night is going to coincide with the Royal Rumble. Now, unfortunately, it's not a night. It's a day because it's in Saudi Arabia. So it's Wrestling Day on Saturday, January 31st. So I'm going to be looking for some wrestling stuff. Actually, Slab Factory has a couple. I should have bought them yesterday. Has a couple nice wrestling autos for a good price. So next time I go in there, I'll have to pick those up. So Saturday, January 31st, Wrestling Night. All right. So that's what I had for today. Link in the description for tonight's eBay live stream. We're going to go a little heavier on lots tonight. Hopefully I can get some stuff organized for that. Tonight's stream starts at 8 p.m. Central. So tonight, 8 o'clock, eBay Live. Be there or be square. I'm going to do a test tomorrow. So basically, there's no eBay live stream tomorrow because of the Bears-Packers playoff game. But tomorrow afternoon, oh yeah, Braves. I'll get some Braves stuff together. But tomorrow afternoon, I need to test OBS. So I think I did a very generic test last night, got everything set up. I also ordered a new camera. My webcam was kind of shitty, so I want to make sure I have a decent camera. So I ChatGPT'd it. What's a good camera? Bought one. Should be delivered today. So Saturday afternoon, I'm going to do a short, maybe 10 cards on Saturday afternoon with my laptop, with my setup that I'll have for Cubs convention, just to test using the OBS. I've never used OBS. And so I'm glad I did like a pre-test last night, because I figured out it's like, why is this not working? Thank you, ChatGPT. I'd probably still not know how to do it. I'd end up using my phone. So I'm learning. Thank you, ChatGPT. So I'll do a quick little test on Saturday afternoon at some point during the afternoon. It's not going to be. It's basically just going to be for me to test. It will be a real auction, but don't expect a long one. Don't expect a long one. That's what she said. Don't expect great stuff. But I'll put stuff up that, will sell for at least $1, that somebody will want. So, but it's just going to be kind of a test stream in real time, so I know what the hell I'm doing. So that's going to be Saturday. I don't know what time. I'm going to just kind of set up maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, depending on my schedule. All right. So tonight, 8 o'clock Central. Tomorrow afternoon, just a test stream sometime during the afternoon. Sunday night, 8 o'clock for Sunday night singles. I'm taking Monday off. Tuesday, actually, I probably don't need to take Monday off because I'm not doing many streams this weekend. Tuesday night, we're doing the 1970 Topps high number set break. I need to get some of those cards preloaded. So that's on Tuesday night. No show Wednesday or Thursday. Friday afternoon at Cubs convention. Saturday afternoon at Cubs convention. We got to take Sunday off because I'm going to be exhausted from a long weekend. And then maybe Monday night. So depending on where I'm at shipping wise, probably won't have too much shipping to do because of I plan only doing about 50 auctions at CubsCon, or 100 auctions total, 50 each day. That's kind of the plan. Maybe more, who knows? I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm planning it. Like better stuff, better Cubs centric stuff too. All right, so I'm gonna go ship. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you tonight, Friday night, 8 p.m. Central. We're gonna do some lots. Get some requests ready. I'm gonna work on some Braves for Jamie. If there's anything else you're looking for, let me know. Message me or just pop in the chat. And actually, if you pop in the chat tonight, probably gonna be too late. But I'll have some time today, hopefully, to put some stuff together. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight on eBay Live.